Hey, welcome back, guys. This is the final part in a long emotional journey of a story filled with betrayal, grief, reflection, and some moments so absurd they're almost hard to believe. After everything he's been through, heartbreak, discovery, anger, and a whole lot of awkwardness, he's finally reached the end of the road. So let's get right into it. I discovered my wife of 7 years is cheating on me. She doesn't know that I know. Update 15. I'm a big, dumb moron. June 10th was my wedding anniversary. My last wedding anniversary. I had some drinks with my friends, not to the point of vomiting, just enough to invoke the dark specter of nostalgia, my greatest enemy at this point in my life. I missed Anna so badly it felt like I was drowning. I kept thinking about good memories, like how she would laugh at my stupid jokes, the way she would curl up next to me while I was reading in her excitement, when she had some kind of triumph at work. My brain started doing that thing where it minimizes the bad stuff and amplifies the good stuff. Maybe the affair wasn't as bad as I remembered. Maybe I was being too harsh. Maybe she really did love me and just made a terrible mistake. So rather than break no contact, I went to her confession and tore into it. I figured that would be the cure, and yep, that was the fix. Your boy is all fixed now. Within 10 minutes, all that nostalgic BS evaporated like a fart in a hurricane. I won't go into the details because of the pornography. But yeah, the stuff she said before I ran out was maybe a quarter of it. They did it mainly at hotels and a few times at Liam's office. They pretty much did everything except for, the backdoor stuff. Anna didn't want to do the prep work for that. She had fun in the beginning, but the guilt and the fact that Liam really couldn't give a fork about her pleasure meant she was ultimately unsatisfied. The lifestyle perks were what mainly motivated her, with the shopping and Michelin star restaurants making up for it, in addition to keeping her 2 stylists paid and her business afloat. When she felt guilty after being with Liam, she would come home and be extra affectionate. She would initiate romance more often, buy me little gifts, suggest date nights, tell me how much she loved me and how great I was. She would cook my favorite meals and suggest we watch movies together. She wrote that being sweet to me made her feel less guilty about what she was doing, like she was balancing the scales somehow. Every time I thought things were really good between us during those 9 months, it was because she would just forked another man and was trying to manage her conscience. A little background you may have missed in my comments on my earlier posts is that Liam and his wife and 2 youngest kids attended my father-in-law's 4th of July party last year. They have a piece of land out in the country where they can shoot off fireworks without getting the law involved. There's a concrete foundation there of a house that used to be on the property that they use as a launch pad. They rent a porta potty and bring out a barbecue and cook hamburgers and hot dogs, plus a cooler of drinks. It's actually a pretty big event. 50 people. I have no idea if they're doing it this year. It was fun to go to, though. Yet another thing I will miss about my old life. Anna said in her confession that she felt it was pretty forked up that Liam and his family were there. Father-in-law invited them because he was aware of how much Liam helped Anna with her small business. She didn't think he would come and didn't want to throw up any alarms by blocking them with father-in-law. She felt guilty seeing his wife and kids, so that was the first time she decided to end it. And how did she decide to end it? Lo and behold, by stopping her birth control. She figured Liam had a vasectomy, so she couldn't get pregnant by him, because who would lie about that, right? So the reason she was sleeping with me more often, at least after July 4th, 2024, was not only guilt, but to get pregnant with my baby and use it as a human shield to get rid of Liam because pregnant women aren't sexy. I'm not joking, you guys. This was in her confession. She actually wrote, "Pregnant women aren't sexy." Rule 34, Anna. Rule 34. At the time, I thought I was so lucky to have a beautiful wife who wanted me so much. What a sucker I am. So if her plan would have worked, I would be nice and baby-trapped and she'd be able to end it with Liam because of the pregnant lady's body, and he would find some other girl to desecrate his marriage with. But she didn't get pregnant, thank God. She got more and more frustrated after each month. Her periods are very consistent, and so she timed it so that when she was ovulating, she avoided Liam as much as she could during those days. Intimacy between us was pretty frequent all the time, so I didn't notice any increase during those days, because I didn't keep track of that kind of thing, because she kept not getting pregnant. She started obsessing that she was infertile, or that I was infertile. Anyway, New Year's Eve happened, and she decided that baby or no baby, she was ending it. So part of her anxiety and depression was due to not getting pregnant during that time and thinking that she had some kind of condition. So that got me obsessing that maybe my soldiers are pacifists rather than Marines. It was a tough sell telling my doctor I needed to know if my swimmers were up to the job since my cheating ex-wife couldn't get pregnant while trying to use me as an unaware participant in her pregnancy scheme to escape her affair. So I had to repeat my story to him a couple of times until he said, "Yeah, sure. Go Jack in a Box," and made a lab order for me. I got the results back today, and good news, my soldiers are fighters. Semper Fi. So hide your eggs, ladies. I don't want you getting pregnant through the internet. It's pretty much the drama in my life right now. And so with that, guys, his long, painful, ridiculous, and often unbelievable journey comes to a close. What began as heartbreak turned into a spiral of confessions, awkward moments, and a whole lot of unexpected truth. May have been blindsided, but he came out of it wiser, stronger, and let's be honest, funnier than anyone had a right to be under the circumstances. Wherever life takes him next, it's clear he's done being the fool. Well, thanks for listening to this wild ride. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down below. Till next time, take care.